Hey everyone, it's Cora, and I'm doing my second video on the update for my bedazzled shoes. So I started out with these chunky heels, and I decided that I wanted to bedazzle them. So I went to the store and got a few things. If you look on my first video, I do the complete overhaul of what I got. This is how much glue I have left of the small container. That's just for one shoe. So I only have one shoe completed, and the tips really help because the glue does dry pretty fast and it gets pretty tacky and it makes a mess. The only thing that sucks about this is that it comes out whenever you're not pushing on it. The pressure buildup in the tube just makes like globs and globs of glue to continuously come out, so it like wastes a lot of glue. It's really annoying. So yeah, I still recommend this glue because it worked really well and everything seems to be staying on the shoe. So here is the outcome to my bedazzled shoe, and I really like it, and this is what it looks like. I actually didn't have enough crystals to do the back, so I just did the strap, the heel, the side, and the front strap. So if you look at the first video, I kind of go over how much I spent, which was around $55 for everything, and I covered one shoe because I bought two of everything, and I covered one shoe completely with half. And I just use the Swarovski crystals as just like little embellishments, like right here. I put some on the front so it shines a little bit more. But the rest of these are just basic plastic rhinestones. And yeah, it looks really cool whenever the lights hit it still. So it's actually pretty, like, turned out pretty cool. It's definitely a good clubbing shoe, or I've already had offers for people wanting me to make them their own. But it took me about 6 to 7 hours just to do one shoe, so it is really time consuming. And I just want to show you what I did use to completely cover the shoe. I used these big ones. I used a lot of these because I noticed that I didn't have a lot of small gems, and the gems just weren't enough to cover. I got these from Bee Landing. It's $4.99. And then this for $2.99 from the same company, which works really well to like kind of put on the big gems and then go around it with like the smaller ones so that you feel more surface area. I still have a whole tube left of the glue, so I'll probably have to bust into that for the second shoe. And these work really well. Lifesavers. I recommend buying these. They're only $4.99 and they pick up your gems for you. They're wax and they don't stick to the glue, so it's pretty sweet. And they were a lifesaver, and I'm sure that it would have took me 16 hours to cover one shoe if I didn't use this. So I definitely recommend using this, and it's also from Bee Landing, and it's called a wax tip jewelry setter. That's what the container looks like, and I got all this stuff from Michael's. So what I did pretty much was I'll just show you like pretty much an example of what you do with the wax tip. I don't know if I used it on the smaller ones, but it pretty much picks them up for you. See? And it doesn't stick, but you put the flat part after you apply the glue onto the shoe. You take this so that you're not touching it, and wherever you want to put it on the shoe, you stick it on the shoe with the flat side to the back, and then just let it dry for a little bit. But yeah, those are a lifesaver, and they work really well with the small ones. So I definitely recommend that tool. I noticed that it was easier to, I said I would give you guys a couple tips, and the best thing to do with this glue is to kind of, whenever you're starting out with your shoe, try to stay on the lines so it's not like all messed up. As you can see, like with this, I tried to keep straight lines towards the seam, And then I just kind of got like sporadic on the bottom because it's not really that important, and then up here. But definitely you want to keep with the seam whenever you first start applying them to the top. So whenever you stay with the seam, you just kind of measure how big the jewels are that you're going to put on the seam, and then do like little dabs. Let it come out, dab, let it come out, dab, let it come out, dab, and then you spin it because it has like these little strings that come off of this. But yeah, that's pretty much what I use to bedazzle my heel before and after, and I think it's really cool, and it's definitely a really awesome clubbing shoe. And I turn these piece of shit old heels into something like really cool, and I already have people already trying to buy them, so that's really neat. Again, I'm Coralie from Pinup Possibilities. Check out my other videos, and if you want to see how to do my awesome makeup, go check out my porn star makeup tutorial video with Coralie. Thank you guys.